With the festivities over and memories made, France is now snapping back to the reality of the pandemic. President Macron convened a remote cabinet meeting to review the latest data on the Omicron variant, and his government's verdict is clear. Cases are surging, and more restrictions are needed, at least for the next 3 weeks. Starting on Monday, all public gatherings will be limited to 2,000 people for indoor events and 5,000 for outdoor ones. All spectators will also have to be seated at concerts. Food and drinks can only be consumed while seated at bars and restaurants, and they'll be banned on all public transport as well as cinemas. Working from home will now be mandatory 3 days a week where possible. And masks will be compulsory in outdoor city centres in addition to public transport. France's Prime Minister said he knows this all sounds like a film without an ending.
Croyez bien que je la partage. Je comprends que les mesures annoncées.
I know these measures can sometimes make people feel fed up, but since the start of the crisis, the President, like his government, has sought only to protect you.
The government is preparing for a huge wave of Omicron cases, having already hit a record number in the last few days, registering more than 100,000 positive cases for the very first time. That's why France is also offering a third booster shot after 3 months instead of 4. But there's a fear that hospitals could buckle under the pressure and that more measures will be needed.
Avec Omicron, c'est laisser la vague continuer d'enfler.
With the Omicron variant, leaving the wave to continue to expand would not only mean putting pressure on hospitals, but especially that would mean putting pressure on all of society, because there will be 1 to 1.5 million people who will have to self-isolate each day.
The government has warned it will introduce passes that would make vaccines mandatory for certain activities by the 15th of January. That's if Parliament approves. But it did stop short of imposing a lockdown on New Year's Eve, a silver lining as France prepares for a 5th wave of the pandemic.